I'm gonna show you how you can totally transform your bathroom in just one day. Today, I'm giving you my very best tips, hacks, and DIYs to totally transform your bathroom in a way that feels both fast and easy.
And thanks to Suri for sponsoring this video.
So this is the guest bathroom in my house, and currently I would describe this place as cold, forgotten, and I want every single space in my house to feel very warm, cozy, curated, pretty much the exact opposite of the feeling this room gives me. Now this project is not going to involve a major renovation like you might have seen me do in the past. That time will come for this room eventually. But for now, in the meantime, I want to challenge myself to see just how much of a major dramatic refresh I can give this room in just one day.
Okay, let's get into the specifics because technically this project will span a few days, but here's how I see it playing out. Today, I need to nail down my mood board, what I want this space to look like, and make a list of everything I'm gonna need to bring that vision to life, and then go get it all. And that means tomorrow we can spend the entire day in the bathroom doing it all. Sounds easy enough, right? So technically 2 days, but weekend warriors, this one is still for you. I also know that not everyone has multiple bathrooms, so making this a big week-long project that takes this very important room out of service for that long is super not ideal. So let's see what we can do on a condensed timeline. Let's talk a bit about the inspo and how I want this new space to look and feel. Currently, this bathroom has been entirely painted this seafoamy green, gray, blue tone. And you know what? I actually don't mind it. And everything has been painted this color, all the walls and the ceilings too, so it's probably best if I can learn to work with this color a little bit. And here's one of my best tips. If you're looking to revamp a space but you don't want to redo absolutely everything, pick one of the colors that's already there and learn to work around it. So this is how I see the current color palette represented in this bathroom. It's this tealy blue color and a lot of just black and white and gray, and I think that's why it's feeling so dull and so cold. So let's assume we want to keep this color. I just went to Pinterest and typed in light teal color palettes, and I found this one, which definitely still has that exact same bluey tone as the main color, but when we bring in complementary tones like a really nice warm brown, maybe a deeper version of that blue, it starts to feel a lot more interesting and definitely a little bit warm. So I'm gonna use this as my vibe, my direction going forward, and try and pull from those colors. So what if instead of repainting a lot of the walls, I did a half wall moment instead and brought in like a deeper, richer tone of that slate blue? I think sometimes going darker and moodier in a small space is a good way to make it feel a little cozier. And I really like this idea of doing a wood trim piece to cover that paint line. I think the biggest element that's missing from this bathroom that would really help is a warm wood tone. You can see it in some of these pictures. It just looks so good with that blue. So what if we recover the vanity with a wood vinyl peel and stick? Peel and stick has come a long way. You can get versions that even have like a wood grain texture to them. And I think this is gonna give me a better result than just trying to straight up paint it a new color. I do wanna say though, I have never vinyled something of this size before. And the current vanity has a lot of beveled drawer fronts. There's a lot of contours and edges, and trying to add this into what will already be a very busy day does make me a little nervous. Is it really the smartest to do something this big for the first time? The only answer is yes, because I simply can't picture this bathroom without a warm wood tone now that I've seen it. So unfortunately for me, we're gonna try and wrap that in to tomorrow's tasks. I'm having like visceral throwbacks to doing peel and stick wallpaper, and it's stretching and not sticking straight and trying to peel it off, and then the paper sticking to itself, and oh my no, this is not a helpful thought right now. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Okay, let's talk about some easier changes. The mirror, I think we can absolutely upgrade it with something that I thrift that's cooler and more statement. I'm not gonna touch inside the shower, but I do think we can replace the shower curtain with something a little more special. Maybe I can thrift a really cool sheet or piece of fabric and we can turn it into a shower curtain of some kind. And in this bathroom, there are 2 lights, one on the ceiling and one on the wall. I have a really clever hack that I'm excited to share with you for what I can do about the ceiling light. But as for the one on the wall, I think we just swap it for something cooler. Maybe something with more height because it does feel quite low on the wall. And of course, as we are out hitting the thrift stores, I'm just gonna keep my eye out for any cool pieces of art or any smaller bathroom decor elements that we can find and incorporate in this space. Because if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, the most interesting spaces come from those happy little unique surprises you find while out thrifting. It's nothing you can plan or premeditate. You just have to go look and see what you find. Okay, let me do a little bit of Facebook Marketplace shopping first to see if I can secure any of those bigger items before we head out. Okay, before I head out, let me just freshen up a little bit. This is my Suri toothbrush, by the way, and it's also today's sponsor. Suri is an award-winning brush that gives you a dentist-approved clean and actually makes you look forward to brushing. I held off for so long on getting an electric brush, even though I know they do give you a better clean, purely because I did not want this big, bulky plastic thing with a cord taking up space on my counter. This brush feels so high-end. It's an aluminum body that's 1/3 the size of a standard electric brush. And on that note about it being clutter-free, it has a battery that lasts over a month, so you don't have to keep the cord out. It also has a magnetic mirror mount to keep it entirely off your counter. While I do decorate most surfaces in my house, the bathroom is the one place I like to keep it minimal, so everything is very easy to clean. So this is the perfect solution for me. It also comes with this minimal charging stand and a UVC cleaning travel case for when you need it. And one more note that I need to mention because this is just so meaningful for me when companies think this way. All of their product packaging is either recyclable, compostable, or reusable. Their brush heads and bristles are made from plant-based materials and can even be mailed back to Suri for free in the US and the UK for proper recycling. We are a big fan of responsible companies here. If you would like to elevate your daily brush routine, you can get 15% off your order by going to the link in the description or scanning this QR code right here on screen and using my code TheSorryGirls. Okay, let's go. I'm literally bringing the vase I just thrifted with me to find florals or some sort of like decorative twig thing to put in this. I really like these berries, but the leaves seem really fake. Look bad from far away. Okay, I am back home and we are in my laundry room. Why? Because I have laundry to do in preparation for tomorrow, the big install day. So, very successful time at the thrift store. What I didn't find was this cool patterned printed sheet I was going to use as a shower curtain that I envisioned in my head. What I did find instead is this pair of curtains that is almost the identical shade match to the paint color that I chose for the bottom half of the wall, which this is Coney Island by Bear. Every time we paint a wall color and forget to mention it, all the comments are asking what color, what color, what color? Coney Island by Bear. So while this isn't what I thought of going in, this is what I found and I think it's going to be amazing. These are such high quality luxe curtains that I think just having them blend with the rest of the room is going to be super beautiful. So let me pop these in the wash so that we're good to hang them tomorrow. I'm also gonna have to figure out a way to kind of connect these to the shower curtain liner I have so they work with the hooks. That's a tomorrow problem. Something else unexpected that I also found at the thrift store is this piece of art here. It is a framed print of a Will Barnett piece, but it's so fun. The colors are so vibrant. Woman reading a book with a cat is absolutely the right vibes. This vase you saw me find. I have a few faux floral options for that. So on top of my successful thrift store run, I also went and got the paint and all the supplies I need to do that tomorrow, some trim, and I did some marketplace pickups, which I'm very excited to show you tomorrow. Anything that I'm missing, I'm really just hoping to source from my own house. I have a lot of art that I've never hung that we can pull from. I have a collection of some fun towels that we can pull out and really just style this place with what I have. I'm gonna get this laundry going. I'm gonna go to sleep because tomorrow we have a very big, long, exciting day to get to. Okay, see you then. Bye. Good morning. It is officially 8:51 a.m. and we are gonna start this day. There's a few things I need to remove, and then I think it just makes sense to get right into painting because that's gonna need to dry. Whew. Okay, goodbye mirror. Look how terribly this is installed in the wall. Like it's not. I shouldn't be able to do that, right? Let's hope that can dry very quickly. So for this painted half wall, I have my level and I'm just gonna draw a straight line pretty much around the whole room so I know exactly where to paint up to. This room is so unlevel. A crazy sound. It is 10:30 right now. Let's see how fast we can paint half a room. Not a challenge I find myself having to do that often. It's a little past 2 o'clock and I just got the painting finished now, and to be honest, I don't know how I'm feeling. The reason I'm unsure is because all I've done so far is add a darker, cool toned color to this room, which is not helping to warm this space up at all. So I think I just need to keep going because I know my plan involves some warmth, which, speaking of, my peel and stick vinyl has arrived. Now that I'm seeing this in person, I really like the quality of it. It's in a burl wood pattern and it's probably gonna be hard to tell, but there is a little bit of a wood grain texture to the actual sticker. It's not just like a solid sheen. So let me move on to my next big task of the day, which is covering this vanity. Now, as you can see, the front is a lot of doors and drawers, and they're all kind of three-dimensional. So I think we'll just take this one drawer front at a time and see what we can do. I've watched a few videos online, but that's not to say I have the best grasp on this. Oh, okay, it rips easily, FYI. Okay, I'm gonna start by just getting the front stuck down. We'll worry about the indent in a second. From what I've seen online, people will use a heat gun to warm the vinyl a little bit so that it's stretchy, and that way you can push it into the contours of whatever shape you're covering. It seems so easy when other folks do it. I don't see why it'd be any different for me. It is stretching quite a bit more than I thought it would. Well, there were waves to that. I was very impressed and then I was very unimpressed. So yeah, I poked a hole in it right there. You can see it didn't stretch. Let me try a different technique for drawer number 2.
For this second attempt, I started by prioritizing the inner, more recessed section of the drawer front, but this also didn't work. I ultimately think that the recessed profile on my specific drawer fronts is just too extreme to get this to lay flat in one solid piece without ripping the vinyl.
Why do they make it look so easy on the YouTube videos?
So my final method that seemed to work the best was to prioritize getting a smooth cover on that outer layer first, then trim away any of that inner rectangle that's left over. Then I can place a new solid rectangle piece over the inner layer. And because it's a busier pattern, I think that from far away you cannot tell this was made from 2 pieces. With the knob back on, we now have a beautifully recovered drawer front, and now I just need to repeat that process on all of the rest of the drawers. While the heat gun didn't completely solve every problem, I still found it to be useful as it acted almost like a way to shrink wrap the vinyl, which helped to get all of the corners nice and tight.
Okay, it is basically 7 p.m. and that's as much of the vinyl as I'm gonna do for this project. I would say my technique definitely improved as I was doing it, which is good. Do I think I've mastered the art of peel and stick application? Absolutely not. I'm happy to move on, but I'm gonna have dinner first. Painting is done, vinyl is done. Those are the 2 very big things I have to do. A lot of it now is the fun, exciting little decorating bits, which should hopefully go a lot faster.
All right, so this is the wall sconce that I got secondhand, and it's a little funky, but let me tell you why I think it's gonna be perfect. I always felt like this was a little too low in the space. The good thing about this, because of the arm, it feels like it takes up more vertical height. For me to hook this up, I'm gonna have to turn off some power, which is gonna make it very dark in here for a second. So maybe it's easier if I just, ta-da! Let's see her on. Woo! That's bright, but look how cute. Yeah, that is so nice. It's such a good little statement moment. Do I look like a tiny little elf wearing a hat? Yes. While we are tackling lighting, let's do something about this light up here, and I promise this one will be even easier because I have a hack in the form of a product that I've just discovered that I'm very excited to share with you because I think this will change some lives, truthfully. This light up here is your most basic, simplest light ever. It's truly just a ceramic socket with a light bulb screwed in. You cannot get any more basic than that. But I do fear these are so common, and what happens if you don't want to do electrical or you're not allowed to, but you still want a cuter light? Well, my friends, this is where you need this little product. I will link it below for you. What it is a light bulb socket adapter that allows you to screw on any lampshade that you want to it. It's truly that simple. All that you need to know for this to work is that when you're selecting a lampshade, it has this appropriate sized ring in it. This is the standard size ring for any pendant light shade. The reason this matters is because this little adapter has this ring, which I'm sure you're familiar with. This is how you attach most pendant light lampshades. So I'm gonna remove the light bulb in the ceiling because it's currently in our way. Step 2, add the adapter. Okay, then we take this little ring off and slide the lampshade over top. Okay, now we gotta get this ring back in there, and let's put that light bulb back in. Ooh, look at her. Look at this beautiful, lovely, glowing ceiling. So easy. I can't believe I just discovered this product now after all this time. Oh my God.
Bruh.
It's not centered. Take 2. The thing is, and I just want to have a word with the person that lived here before me, the sconce in the wall is not directly centered above the faucet. So it's never gonna look centered. And that's just gonna have to be something that I live with. It is art time, folks. Before I hang the bigger pieces of art, I want to get this on the wall. This is a tiny little wall shelf, but let me show you something. Underneath, it has hidden little hooks. Can hang a little hand towel off of it. Look at that. So now that that's there, this wants to go here. Where exactly? I don't know. Oh, good. It's in a stud. Oh my God, that one is too. It's gonna be the world's most secure piece of art. How many things are cute in this bathroom so far? At least 3. We're getting into the late hours because I can't seem to do anything right at this point. This is like, it's so crooked, it's almost intentionally abstract. 10:30, and I'm gonna get to the shower curtains now. This should be very simple. So I have here my shower curtain liner, which the top of it has the basic little rings that you need. So what I'm gonna do is very simply just stitch the curtains to this along the top, right below the rings. I just don't need this right now. I'm doing the most simplest stitch, I swear. Okay, we got it.
Now the shower curtain's done, I can take down the old one and put this new one up. And as I'm doing this, I realized it's almost midnight, so I think this is a good time to call it. But let's chat tomorrow because I have thoughts. Did I do this? Did I not do this? Was this a success? I don't know.
Good morning, friends. Okay, thoughts and feelings and reflections on yesterday. I have to say I am feeling incredibly accomplished with the amount of work that I got done yesterday. The only thing that I ran out of time to do was install that little piece of trim between the two different paint colors, which I was able to do very quickly this morning. And truth be told, I absolutely could have pushed through and just done that last night if it were not for the fact that Austin was sleeping and operating a nail gun late at night probably would not have been the most polite thing. But if we want to get technical and say I did it all yesterday, could it have been done? Yes, I believe so. So I'm wrapping up the space today by putting in a few of those final touches, like this beautiful rug that I thrifted. I talked about this concept of rugs in bathrooms and whether or not it needs to be a certified bath mat to go in a bathroom with Kelsey on our brand new show Behind the Story in the very first episode that is now out. This is a show we're doing on Patreon that talks about all things behind the scenes of our videos, as well as virtually designing your rooms. When you are seeing this, the second episode is out as well, so make sure to head to the link in the description for all that info. Looking back on where we started to where this bathroom is now, I cannot believe how much cooler and how much character this space now has after one really hard day of work. It does make me wonder what other spaces I have that are just a day away from their full potential. So if you like this format, you like this challenge, let us know because we would love to do it again.
As always, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts and feelings in the comments. Next time on The Sorry Girls, Kelsey is back at Bev's place. If you remember that hallway makeover you all loved so much, well, she's back there to tackle her living room in that same modern style. You guys are gonna love it, and I will see you next time.